Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Damionblackgear playing more Legacy with Rock. Still conceding to the fact of the name, just finally gave up. But we have switched back to the Stoneforge variant. We did give a couple other things some tries, and they don't seem to work as well. I like having the Stoneforge. I like having the ability to just be able to go get a solution to an archetype that we end up playing. We're already registered for the daily, so I don't need to worry about that. The diamonds are back in, and with that, it gives us the ability to actually start off on this 2-drop. Now, I'm not running a Goyf because I wanted to still get a test for these, and we didn't get one last time, and even in the other games afterwards where I kind of recouped, it wasn't quite there. I never got one at a time where it would have actually been a difference between the two of them. Goyf was on defense, this was on defense, or else it was just like, oh, well, they're at 2 life, and yeah. So, I mean, it would be nice to swing in, but you never really. I didn't get into a situation where there would have been a difference. So we're gonna keep with the two of them. Um, but Mystics are back in. Diamonds are back in. Pretty much switched back to the last list beforehand, cutting Scavenging Ooze for Sigarda and a Wasteland for the Stronghold. There we go. I can use my words. The board is mainly the changed piece out of here. Still running the 2 hymns and the duress. We're down to 4 pieces of discard main, so the show and tell matchups are going to be a little bit more difficult. But I've always had a little bit better luck with this list as opposed to the other style of list versus that. That being said, our combo matchups in the traditional sense of storm-based combo and spellcasting-based combo should get better, as well as that burn matchup. Thalia does a number on burn, if you didn't know. So hopefully we can get her down. If we can land her on turn 1, that'd be awesome. We're back down to 1 timely reinforcement because of that. Didn't really like it. Newest addition really is the pithing needles, which I had been trying out all week long as engineered explosives and didn't really enjoy them. It just didn't seem to do enough. So instead I'm switching over to the needles. They'll help out against the show and tell matchups because they have to show and tell in whatever they're going to do. They can't sneak attack it if I can land this. I also want to find out, because I cannot remember the ruling on it and I'm too lazy to look it up, whether or not if they go show and tell and I put in pithing needle, I know I get to call something, but I don't know if I get to see what they play first. So that'll be interesting. If this lets us see what they play first, or if we break the game, then hey, look, we found something. Otherwise, yeah. Worst case scenario, I would check with your real life judge and make sure. I know I'm leveled, but I'm level 1, and I'm being lazy towards this one right now. Until I go to a real life paper magic tournament again, I'm going to let Moto be my judge and jury and executioner. We are back down to 1 Deathrite Shaman. Honestly, I like this guy, but he's really not pulling his weight as a win condition threat. And that's what I had originally hoped that he would be, and he's just not that. So I'm going to cut back down to just 1. I am not going to add the ooze back in. I've been disappointed with that ooze and upset with that ooze for I don't know how long. I know I had talked to a couple of people on the source forums about it, and I really hate that ooze. So yeah, he was good for a while, and now he's not as good. And I think that this guy is the reason why. That being said, this guy is not a catch-all replacement for the ooze. So out of the board, we're still running the 3 surgicals. But he does get the job done for what you need. I put up a video earlier of pretty much him trying to race a Gristlebrand. Guess who won that? That's right, I got that. It's really blurry because I accidentally played on my other laptop, the newer one that was supposed to replace this one. If you're wondering how old this laptop is, let me put it this way. This laptop is almost 10 years old. No, take that back. I'm lying. Almost 12 years old. So yeah, and the hard drive hasn't failed yet, so at any point in time it could just happen. Yeah. That should, and it's been on for a very long time. I hardly turn any machine off. Yeah, take that as you will. We've cut down on the abrupt decay counts. The old list, this list only ran the 4 swords to 3 pulses and 2 Lilianas. Going 4 swords, 3, 2, and 3 seemed a little bit excessive as far as removal went, and I didn't quite feel like we were really doing much. So I don't mind giving up those little pieces of removal. Besides, I mean, we've got the charms in the board, right? Right? Still no tracker, but I figure we should be able to deal with Mother of Ruins and stuff like that. If worse comes to worse, we'll start boarding in Needle, and that'll just eat that. Yeah. Go for it, Mom. One thing we can't stop with this is we can't stop combo elves with it. We need a revoker for that. But I'm going to go ahead and end the intro here, and I will see you all back for round 1. We're already in the event, so like I said, no need to rush this one. Just not much has really changed. But until next time, see you in a little bit.